Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside historic Keyworth Stadium. Happy Labor Day weekend, live from the city that keeps America on wheels. Detroit City FC, San Antonio FC square up as we come down the stretch of the USL Championship season. Alongside my broadcast partner, David Dwayhe, my name form. He has been a bolt of lightning in this starting 11 for DCFC. Let's take a look at the other side, the Western Conference standings. San Antonio FC, very solid season being put together. 29 points, they sit in fourth, but just 3 points can take you clear out of the playoff line, so it certainly is a huge moment on the road for San Antonio FC here this evening. And as you look at their recent run of form, no goals in the last 340 minutes. And David, it's tough to win when you don't score.
Yeah, they really got to find a way to get in the back of the net. I think it's one of those things where as a team, you almost try too hard sometimes, and like you said, your best case scenario, you're getting a draw and you're fighting for it.
Well, one of the guys that is certainly capable of doing that for San Antonio FC, he is their leading goal scorer on the season with 7, Jorge Hernandez. And David, this is the environment, and these are the matches as we come down the stretch. Guys like Jorge Hernandez, they tend to show up and show out.
Absolutely. I think, as we were talking earlier, he's very much the Darren Smith of that team. He's the guy they rely on for goals, and he's going to need to put one in tonight to get him going.
We have a very, very good one of the best matchups in all the USL Championship here tonight. Detroit City FC playing host. When we come back, we will get you the 11s, and of course, we will kick it. DCFC, San Antonio FC, and we have it for you coming up next.
Consulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify. Banking built for real life. No jargon, no hassle. Just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more, spend smarter, build wealth? We've got your back. With 0 hidden fees and game-changing savings rates. This is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
Some people are born warriors. Something drives them forward, past any obstacle, towards something bigger. Maybe they weren't born with a silver spoon, but they were born with a purpose. At Wayne State University, we take this drive and turn it into so much more, so they can become warrior strong.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high-five strangers guy, game-winning interception, first down, just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Hi, Dave from DTE here. Ooh, this dirty HVAC filter makes your system work a lot harder, and that costs money. But they're really easy to change. First, just check the edge of your current filter to see what size to buy. Then, just insert the new filter with the arrow facing toward the furnace. It's that easy. Energy bill savings. Get more tips on our website.
Detroit City FC is brought to you by Fago, proud to be the official pop of DCFC. Fort Pontchartrain, the official hotel partner of Detroit City FC. And Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. Just about ready to rock. Let's take a look at the starting 11s for the home side DCFC, presented by Detroit Medical Center. David Duehe, as we take a look at the schematics, you look up top, Atez Juve, Darren Smith. That ain't broke, so you don't need to fix it. And I say ain't for effect.
I concur, Neil.
That's the dynamite drop-in I was looking for out of you, David. There's not much to say, though. On the other side, for San Antonio FC, brought to you by Fort Pontchartrain, the official hotel partner of DCFC. Juan Aguadelo in the starting 11 for San Antonio, the youngest player in U.S. men's national team history to score a goal at 17 years old. Kind of U.S. soccer royalty.
Absolutely. Been watching him for years. It's the reason he's still in the league. He's quality through and through.
DCFC will have the possession to start things off. A beautiful night here in Keyworth. We are underway. Neil Rule, David Duehe here with you from historic Keyworth Stadium. And Sheldon able to head that one down. Now that ball swung out towards the right side. Linares, who was recently added here for San Antonio FC, gets a touch, and Carlos Saldana will have the grab. Carlos Saldana coming off a clean sheet. And kind of in a workman-like fashion, Saldana has that goals against average down to 1 flat, 4 clean sheets now. He's been sharp.
Absolutely. He's really looked the part. Hot goalie right now.
Williams with it. He'll swing it back to Michael Bryant. Nabil Ben Salah, our head referee. Christian Little, James Dooling, the ARs 1 and 2 respectively. Jeremiah Jemison is the 4th official in what is as good of a night for soccer as you are going to have. 71 degrees, low wind, low humidity.
Such ideal conditions.
This is perfect. This is as good as it's going to get. Cedeno will roll it back. Yamazaki. Matt Sheldon with the touch again. Matt Sheldon having a very good season. Most goal contributions in his career. And there's still a little while to go.
Yeah, he's had quite a season, and he's really, he's been patient. He's picked his moments. He's one of the more experienced players around the league at this point, and he's really showing that in his recent form.
Ahmed Omar battling. Let's take a look at our keys to the match. The throw-in brought to you by Suburban Hyundai of Troy for Detroit City FC. The pressure, that'll burst pipes. We saw it last week against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. And they were, you said it, David, in the open. They won that match in the first 45 minutes. It was put away.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. I mean, I think the way they pressured the ball, they were super effective at maintaining possession in the Tampa Bay half. They played a lot of the game in their half, and I think they're going to look to try and do something real similar tonight.
On the other side for San Antonio FC, one would be an onslaught. They have not scored in over 340 minutes of soccer. So they're begging for any kind of goal right now as that ball swung in.
Yeah, you take it any way you can get it when you're in a bit of a drought. And
right.
They'll look to, it's not an easy place to play, so they'll take it any way they can get it.
One bright side for that for San Antonio FC, if they do get one, they're more than capable of locking you up and making it stand.
Yep.
Very good season. That ball sent in. That was dangerous. Juan Aguadelo will go over some of the advertising boards. Mensa give him a hand up. Juan Aguadelo, over 240 MLS matches played. 28 matches played for the U.S. national team as well, as we check out the Fago replay. Good service out there, Pacheco. Juan Aguadelo helping the fine folks at DTE get a little camera time there.
The least he could do.
Right. sliced across the pitch. That one floated in. It's headed down. The flag was up immediately. So Jorge Hernandez, who we talked about in the open, and David, as we talked about, we featured him in the spotlight. It's pretty apparent what they are looking to do.
Yeah, I think they're already showing that they're going to have some success being direct and getting it to him as quickly as possible. He's the guy that can make things happen, so no reason to belabor the point. They're getting it into him early and often.
Bit of high pressure from San Antonio FC, led by Carlos Lamosa in his first season. This will go against San Antonio FC. Was a longtime MLS assistant. He also was a very, very good player in his day, a two-time MLS Cup champion, had 29 caps for the U.S. national team, played in the 2002 World Cup, as a matter of fact. And that is the book on USL Championship, the quality of players, coaches at the highest levels of the game, nationally, internationally. They're all around here.
Yeah, and as we were discussing before the match, the parity in this league is remarkable. You know, you saw how tight the table was on San Antonio's side. Detroit City's in a similar boat. You know, a couple points can swing you from 4th to 8th, and goes to show across the board how much quality there is on the field and on these benches and in these coaching staffs.
It's also what makes this time of the year fun, is the end is in sight. And I know it's about 2 months away, but when you go from before St. Patrick's Day to Halloween, it is a long time. So 2 months, the end is in sight.
Yeah. Yep, things are taking shape.
Some discussion being had. Bill Bensala laying it down. Ball sent up towards the corner. Antez Juve made a bid. He covers a lot of ground quickly.
Yeah. Fast and quick.
These two teams linking up for the 4th time all time since Detroit City FC has come into USL Championship. DCFC leads that series 2-1.
I remember watching the first encounter between these two teams because it was Detroit City FC's first match in the championship,
right,
at San Antonio.
Remember calling that match, as a matter of fact. It was a very special evening for this club, and as they continue to grow, continue to ascend. Of course, made national headlines, breaking the news. Soon to be constructed Alumni Field.
Very exciting times for the club. Yep,
no doubt.
A lot of momentum, a lot of buzz right now.
Sent up, looking for Jorge Hernandez, and there was Michael Bryant to take it away. Back line looks pretty sharp here for DCFC this evening so far.
Yeah, they've already found their rhythm.
Hernandez hassling Villanueva. Some good pressure from San Antonio FC. Ball whipped in, headed in. Saldana got a hand on it, but it's in the back of the net, but the flag is up. Linares headed it down and in, but the flag came up from the far touchline.
It's a close one. It was a great ball in. Nice curling serve from the right side, and did enough to beat Carlos Saldana, but was just an inch in on Haruki Yamazaki.
Excuse me, that was Diogo Pacheco with the header. Pacheco played his college soccer at Akron, played for FC Tulsa last year. 27 matches for them, had 4 goals. He's got a couple goals this season for San Antonio FC. And that ball played down. Linares along the goal line, kept it in. Ball sent across. Villanueva catches up to it. Did he clear it out across the touchline? No, it will be a corner. So the first corner of the evening goes to the visitors.
Detroit a little out of sorts. I think they're feeling that pressure, as you mentioned. Like San Antonio's bringing it these last couple minutes, and some nervous moments for the Detroit City back line all of a sudden.
Jorge Hernandez over. Not a lot going on with that corner kick. So Daniel will put it back in play. Williams turns and hassled by Landry Walker. Landry Walker, the youngster, just 16. That ball sent up to Darren Smith. Smith able to play it down. Recovering. Neville either able to come across, play it away.
Both teams having a little bit of good fortune with that early ball over the top.
Tainter plays it back across. Tainter, another veteran. Over 200 USL Championship matches played, over 100 of those for San Antonio FC alone. Ball popped up towards the middle. There's Landry Walker. The 16-year-old, youngest player ever to play for San Antonio FC, got in a match at 15 years old. USL Academy contract.
It's impressive.
And you don't have to wonder what they think of him if you're starting at Keyworth.
Yeah, that says a lot. That's a vote of confidence.
That
right
is.
there.
They believe in you, no doubt. Backfield ball played away by Sheldon. The ball bounces over the line. The USL and CBS Sports Network kicks off September with a League One battle. Playoff contender Spokane Velocity FC take on newcomer Westchester SC. That comes to your way Sunday, September 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network. Into the 13th minute, Neil Rule, David Dwahey here with you. Historic Keyworth Stadium. San Antonio FC has enjoyed the majority of the possession. Ball chipped up. Neville, once again, his pass cut out, but a corner upcoming. No, instead it will be a goal kick. Wow.
Yeah, Alex Villanueva, after blocking that, seemed to indicate right away. I wonder if it came back off him. But a bright move from San Antonio. They've looked calculated in some of these forays forward. They look really good.
That pressure really seemed to tilt the pitch for the visitors. And teams that have had success here at Keyworth, and look, I'm sure it's not a secret, it's on film. Teams that have had success here at Keyworth have gone to that high pressure. That boot is up. Alexis Swahey, guilty party. Let's check out the Fago replay. The start comes up into the forehead of Aaron Smith.
Yeah, the way he's making the point that the head was low, but that's a tough one. The ref was right there. He was in good position to see it, but those are always tricky, I think.
The This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Alumnify, smart banking, fearless football, one winning team. Alumnify, proud partner of DCFC. Short hop picked up.
Good header back.
Daniel Namani, the starting keeper here tonight. Smaller sample size, but a sparkling 0.33 goals against average, 88% save percentage, and 2 clean sheets.
Defensive stalwart.
Well, spent 2 seasons with Houston FC and USL League Two. 5'11", 28 years old, so not that prototypical 6'2", 6'3" goalkeeper frame.
Yep.
But you cannot question the results.
No doubt. Quick and anticipates well and has all the other qualities that make him effective.
There used to be a keeper here for DCFC that didn't have that prototypical 6'3" frame either, that did quite well in this stadium.
Yep. Nate Steinwasser was cut from that same cloth and super effective and had a great career in the championship.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by SeatGeek, your ticket to great DCFC seats. Ball served in, headed away, and
played it before the whistle, maybe?
Played it before the whistle.
Get another try at it. A little dress rehearsal for City.
Salah saying you got to put it down first. Ryan Williams was standing there with it in his hands. Now Williams will rip it towards the back post. And a foul will be whistled against Detroit City. Nope, flag is up, excuse me. Christian Little was tucked over there in the corner. Couldn't quite see the flag, but there it is.
From our vantage point, you could really appreciate the whip and pace of a Ryan Williams service. It's something to behold.
Veteran from England. Signed with Brentford back in 2015. Jesse El Cedeno is locked up. Jorge Hernandez. DCFC looking to come with some pressure of their own. Hernandez able to break it. Ball wing one in. That was beautifully done. And there's unable to play it in real time, but could settle it down. Michael Bryant shuts the door. David, San Antonio FC keeps knocking on the door on that right side.
Yeah, they've had some success out there, and they're going to it and putting Detroit City on their heels a bit. Michael Bryant's been up to the task quite a few times on some of these aerial battles, but it's putting pressure on the other team's the key, and they're doing it.
Mensa.
What a run.
Puts it up ahead. Little too much mustard on the hot dog, but how about this? Ball sent all the way down the pitch, and Jorge Hernandez catches up to it. Pacheco taken down, and Yamazaki called for the foul. He doesn't like it. But this will be another dangerous setup. Boy, Daniel Namani set the stage for that. Great outlet.
Yeah, great ball, and a nice little piece of skill from Pacheco to just get it away from Haruki Yamazaki and drew a foul in a good area here for San Antonio. Really nice technique there from Pacheco.
Interesting to see how San Antonio FC plays this one out. Jorge Hernandez standing there.
It's a good area for a free kick. We'll be able to whip this thing in from good proximity.
Novell there as well. Hernandez sends it towards the back post. Saldana punches it away. Side volley attempt was blocked, and a handball called in the box on Juf, I believe. and a penalty will be awarded to San Antonio FC. Not much protest from Matez Juve.
It's a tough one. That ball's coming in fast, and
there's the Fago replay.
good initial save from Carlos Saldana, but a great return fire.
Yep, there is not much debate. That's the risk you run when you cede that possession. Your half of the pitch. Jorge Hernandez. Tee it up. Carlos Saldana, I think, with some gamesmanship there with Jorge Hernandez.
Having a little conversation, asking him if he'll give him some insight as to which way he's thinking about going.
I wouldn't think Carlos would be like that.
No, I think he prides himself in these situations, but it's
here we go.
It's a one-on-one battle here.
1v1, Hernandez, Saldana. Who will come out on top?
Some additional gamesmanship from Michael Bryant. Not quite ready to leave the box. There he goes.
Here we go. Amu Mensah. It took a while to leave the box as well. I think we're ready. Jorge Hernandez steps up slowly, the boot, and buries it into the upper left corner.
It's a good finish.
Not a lot of keepers are going to stop that one, and Jorge Hernandez in the 21st minute puts the visitors up 1-0.
Well taken penalty. Pretty good read from Carlos Saldana, but the height of that ball made it extra tough.
Well done. Well, anytime you can put the ball off that side netting.
Yep. You got a good chance.
It's going in.
Yeah, with pace. You know, he didn't. He put a little bit of extra pace on that as well. But that's what a goal scorer like that is excited to do when given the opportunity.
City will be playing from behind here in the early going. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Old Nation Brewing Company, celebrating 10 years of independent and respectfully brewed beers. Enjoy those Old Nations this Labor Day weekend. M43s will be in play all around the Michigan area. Mohamed Omar and Jessiel Cedeno. Jessiel Cedeno. Mohamed Omar was standing in front of him, so Cedeno just picked the ball up, moved it to a different spot, and rolled it out.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll see a card here. Certainly a conversation. My understanding is that in those situations, you know, when you're fronting the ball like that, you do have to back away. You can't just stand there. And Jessiel Cedeno trying to play quickly and, like you said, getting a little bit creative with the ball placement to get around him. But that'll probably be the last warning for something like that. I think we'll see a caution in the next one.
We have seen a buildup of discussions here in the first 22 minutes and change, and there does become a moment where those discussions cease and other outcomes happen.
Yep.
We'll just say it like that. Oh, and Sheldon hip checked into the sideline. There's no other way to describe that. Jorge Hernandez. Little twist of the hips. Sent Matt Sheldon airborne. And Smith unable to control it along the touchline.
This is what City wants. They need a response here, and I think they're going to try and do it by way of territory. Get it into the San Antonio half and play in there a little bit.
Well, Jessiel Cedeno, great play there off Mohamed Omar to secure the first corner of the evening for DCFC. It'll be brought to you by the Spot Massage Therapy.
See if they can get something going on a set piece of their own.
Here we go. Corner being lined up by Kobe Hernandez-Foster. He's breathed some life into this Detroit City FC organization since he showed up on the scene.
Yeah, he's really changed things since his arrival. I think they really trust him with the ball, and great on set pieces, as we'll see here, but just the rhythm he gives them coming out of the back, it's incredible.
Kobe sent it in towards the corner. And Imani had to go up, just tap it over the crossbar. Kobe made a bid off the corner.
Why not, right?
Beautifully done.
It's a great.
He had his eye on it the whole way.
Yeah, that's a tough ball for a goalie to deal with. He handled that really well.
Tried on the other side. Corner played short. Juve turns. Juve lets a rocket go and will send it wide of the right post. His acceleration. He just runs away from defenders. Defenders are with him until they're not.
And then they're not. It's
that can't be taught. And I know that they say, you know, you can put the work in and do it. You can't put the work in and do that. You're given that.
You've got some natural.
Yeah. Oh, and that ball's taken away by Darren Smith. Tried to back heel it to Juve. Quick throw in, and San Antonio FC all of a sudden a little out of sorts.
Yep.
Heads up play by Landry Walker. The 16-year-old comes back, plays it away. He sent it up looking for Juan Aguadello. Aguadello called for the foul. Aguadello tried to do it like a veteran.
Yep.
Didn't fully extend the arm.
Nice turn.
Cedeno steps up to it.
This is where they want it.
And Juve on the wing. Juve crosses over. Juve trickles one in. Imani goes down to the turf to make the grab.
It's starting to look a little bit more like the Detroit City that we saw against Tampa Bay in terms of like sustained waves of attack, getting it out into the wide areas, finding players like Atez Juve.
It was a perfect start for San Antonio FC. They came out, really unleashed some pressure about 5 minutes in, and got the payoff. Because that's not something you can do for 90 minutes. But they did it for about 20. They got something out of it. There's Danny Dicchio looking on. Storied playing career. And his side has really answered the bell. Things were a bit dry there in July, but as we come down the stretch, Detroit City FC has come back to life.
Yeah.
Danny Dicchio, he's pushed the right buttons. You can't deny it.
Yep. I think the group that's been out there in these last couple games has really gelled, and sometimes you just got to make a couple adjustments and find the guys that are in form, and I think they've been grooving.
And that's really been it. Danny Dicchio would be the first one to tell you, hey, things weren't going well. He didn't just stand there and watch it. He went and did something about it, and the results speak for themselves. Love having a conversation with Danny Dicchio. You've called for it, that whistle. You know right where you stand with Danny Dicchio, or where anybody stands, within about the first 12 seconds of talking to him. Sometimes 8 seconds.
Yeah. 12's on the longer end.
But he has a way of doing it. Like it's not confrontational or anything. He's very matter of fact.
Tells it like it is.
Right.
And I think players respond obviously to a manager that's got his kind of playing background. You know, he's been through seasons like Detroit City FC experienced in the middle of this one, and he knows that there's going to be highs and lows, and I'm sure that's really helpful in terms of his dealings with the players.
Pacheco played it back. Zaki much higher up the pitch now. Causing some issues for San Antonio FC. Matt Sheldon just couldn't quite get a piece of it, but Amu Mensah takes it. The pressure does its job. Williams to Darren Smith. Darren Smith gets around a man. Back heel to himself. Smith turns, couldn't get the toe poke to find its mark. Juan Aguadello lays it off. Yamazaki will be called for the foul. Speaking of arms getting extended, Yuki Yamazaki's arm got extended right there.
Smart play from Hernandez, much like we saw Jesse El Cedeno do a couple minutes ago. Drew enough contact to know that if he went down, probably got to blow that as the referee. Get your team a couple extra seconds of rest.
Ronda sent it across the pitch. Mensah did well to keep it.
Good feet from Devin there. Did it again.
Neil Rule, David Dwayhe here with you. Historic Keyworth Stadium, 1-0. San Antonio FC with the lead. A Jorge Hernandez penalty conversion on a no doubt handball violation in the box. The difference so far, that was about 10 minutes ago, but David, about a half hour into this one, what are you seeing so far?
Well, I think you said it a minute ago. San Antonio really kind of threw caution to the wind in the first part of the game, got the reward for it. They're defensively they're very well suited to defending in a game like this, especially on a field like this. It's a little bit more compact, so they're probably feeling really good about the position they're in right now. But we've seen a good response from Detroit City FC the last 10 minutes, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see if there's a goal here in the near future, how it could impact the game.
Yamazaki has Juve on that right wing, and he will toe poke it ahead. Can Juve get there? He does, but the flag is up. And there's going to be almost 7,000 unlicensed referees that disagree.
All feeling the same way about that one. That was close, but really
Christian Little was right there on the spot.
On top of a great early ball from Haruki, and Altez being the explosive person that he is, getting onto it, but just a bit offside. But that's promising from City. Those are the passages of play they're going to look for, especially to spring a player like Altez.
Says Juve starting to shake loose a little bit now, especially on the wings, getting them out in space.
Getting on the ball a little bit more.
Right, which is where he is the most dangerous. 1v1s. When he's in a 1v1, it's his advantage.
I was talking to Stevie Carroll about Altez, and
who is available tonight, by the way.
That's right.
Yep.
And Stevie's point about just trying to defend him in training, he's like, if he's one-on-one with you, you really
just grab him.
You hope someone else is nearby, because it's unsettling, and you can see it. You see his impact on defenders.
Villanueva, two defenders. Villanueva's cross cut out, and a good break there. Nemani comes across to pick it up, so they do not concede the corner. Balance of possession certainly has shifted, as it often does after the visitors score a goal.
San Antonio are well set up to kind of play the low block at this point and hit Detroit on the counter and sit on their lead. It's a game plan that many teams have successfully adapted here in the instances where the away team has won.
Juve able to come away with it. Has Cedeno. Villanueva running on the other side.
Good ball.
Villanueva's cross. Cedeno the touch. Volleyed away. Yamazaki went down, didn't get the whistle. Didn't look like there was a lot there, to be honest. And it didn't look like there was a lot there either, but Hernandez went down and got the whistle.
Hernandez, for the second time now, just really adept at taking on that littlest bit of contact, going down, landing on the ball, putting the ref in a decision where he kind of has to call it. A little touch into the back there from Kobe, and he sensed it. That's experience.
That's right.
It's an experienced midfield attacking player in Hernandez's case. He's very aware of what's around him.
Veteran Mitchell Tainter will roll it back. Played it up. Sheldon played it down. Michael Bryant. Mumensa. Bryant in the middle with some space to work with. Dello comes over to push. Can Yamazaki get on the end of it? He cannot. This camera shot gives you an idea of what Detroit City FC's motivation is right now.
Yeah, it's not the worst, situation to put a ball out long like that. You can kind of regroup and pressure, and it gives you a starting point. Yeah, picking it up.
Dranda, longtime MLS veteran as well. For 155 MLS matches played, 10 seasons. Foster. And that's really the vibe when you look up and down San Antonio's FC roster. There are high-level veterans, like I'm saying, like high level, as in like national team players. And Hernandez goes down.
I think the ref was in a good position to see that was maybe a gentle push between friends that maybe got exaggerated a bit, but we'll see.
Well, let's see. The eye in the sky is always watching.
Little fake at the mag. Little nudge from Devin Amumensa. I might see a yellow for this, but I think the ref was kind of on top of it.
It's probably one of those plays where I think, not to climb inside his head or anything, but Nabil Ben Salah said, yeah, he gave you a bit of a shove, but at the same time you threw the arms back and you fell flat on your back.
Yeah, you maybe invited it a little bit with what you were doing.
Right.
And
so we're all good here. Let's play soccer.
Yeah, like a siblings fight. You know, as a parent, you just say, come on, guys, knock it off. And both parties agree. Yeah, I think just the conversation is appropriate. That's well done by the referee, because you don't want to encourage the manipulation. So I think that was good compromise.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Wayne State University, proud to be the official higher education partner of Detroit City Football Club. Bryant has Sheldon down here. Sheldon will switch across, now run back. Bryant wants some movement.
You see it in these situations. San Antonio's fantastic defensively. They're really organized. They got good energy. They're buzzing around. They've done a really good job this first 40 minutes.
Yamazaki taken down, and that will be called just outside of the 18.
I think the center got some help from the AR there. We had the best view of it, but yeah, it'll be right outside the box.
Fago replay.
Good quick throw in from Cedeno. Yeah, it's a good call. It's outside the box, but maybe a little too much upper body there for Yamazaki to stay on his feet. This is a good area for City.
Will be Hernandez, Foster, Ryan Williams. Those are the two you want standing over it.
Yep. See what they cook up here. It'd be a great time to score for City. I think they'd love to get one before half and take a little bit of the pressure off.
They can definitely kick it into an open dryer from that space.
San Antonio has all 11 players in the 18-yard box. They're taking this one seriously.
City almost does too.
Mm-hmm.
Yamazaki standing out there very lonely.
Jump ball here, yeah, he's the outlet. He's the only one.
Sal Cedeno, keep an eye on him in that corner. Hernandez Foster, the run up by Darren Smith. A little training ground play.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You know, it was pretty congested in the box.
I think they got into David Dwayhe's little notebook for that one.
Is that Waterboy where the coach has the special notebook?
Special plays, yeah.
I must have seen that.
Some good imagination there, though.
Yeah, that was clever, and I think that was the one area where you're going to maybe get a lane on goal. That was.
Well, that upper right 90 was open.
Mm-hmm. Darren Smith almost found it. Not a
very,
bad effort.
very tough to hit that rolling ball perfectly. Boy, Monty will play it out, and that's just a dead giveaway.
Yeah, Detroit City has had some success when they're really kind of throwing numbers forward and pressuring the ball, especially when San Antonio's got it with their goalkeeper.
Yamazaki, Cedeno, Darren
Nice
Smith.
ball.
Darren Smith's cross. Half volleyed away. Ryan Williams will collect it. Partner, you brought up a good point. San Antonio's FC defensive structure. I always say in the game of soccer, you're at your best defensively when it's almost, you remember Space Invaders?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they look like.
Yeah, yeah. Just hunting in packs, staying
Yamazaki,
connected.
that's redirected. It's loose right on the 6.
Wow.
And cleared away. Amu Mensah plays it down. Ryan Williams has it. And just overcooks it. Little too much mustard on the hot dog to Yamazaki. And San Antonio FC, we just got done talking about defensively. They look like the Space Invaders moving across the screen, just evenly spaced the whole time. But that time, a little out of sorts.
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part, especially when they're a little bit away from their goal. There's like an you can see it from our vantage point so well. There's an interconnectedness of their, within their defensive unit, and it's tough to break down. But City has had some success getting it in their end and pressuring, that's for sure.
See if San Antonio FC wants to go back to the pressure well, maybe. They haven't done it for a while. You can do it for 5-ish, 6-ish minutes before the half, or the goal might be just get to the locker room with your lead intact.
Yeah, survive at this point. Well done by Devin Amamensa there. Ooh, what a ball.
Mensah in space. Finds Darren Smith and flying off the line. Amani slides across and makes a grab. He put all his chips in the middle of the table, and he won.
Yep, it's a good bet. Darren Smith made that real interesting.
He certainly had the better cards when he put the money in.
Yeah, what a great through ball from Devin Amamensa there. And
Checo pings it across. Linares working 1v1 against Amu Mensah, hesitates. Villanueva comes over, and that ball fired off into the food court. Get some of those pierogies while you're over there.
so good.
The Coney pierogi. Pierogi with Coney.
What a time
chili.
to be alive, Neil.
This is what everybody in the early 1900s was picturing.
Yeah.
The innovation forefathers, this is what they were talking about. Pierogies with Coney chili in it.
What could we do that would just be awesome?
Yeah. Montez Juve with the pressure, working against Suehi. A dangerous pass sent back. And Amani played out. Gudello flicks it ahead. Here's Hernandez. Linares was a running mate. And
Thought he was going to draw another one there. That's
Jorge Hernandez went down one too many times here this evening so far.
He's gone and won it back.
The ball crossed in, and Amu Mensah plays it away.
Well done by Devin there. He had to be aggressive there. Hernandez has been a handful. He's been getting on the ball, making things happen. Really, really dynamic tonight. What a talent.
Andrew Walker. Walker with it. As it left wrist area in a cast. That ball curled in, and Yamazaki touched it across the line. With Landry Walker, we talked about him, 16 years old. He has looked the part. Very composed in probably the toughest environment in all the USL Championship. He has not been intimidated for 1 second.
Unfazed. And he's gotten on the ball enough to make an impact at times. He's done well. Very impressive at such a tender age.
Dello plays it down. Omar rolls it across. Nueva plays it out. Darren Smith.
Nice. Well done there.
Kobe Hernandez Foster with some quality. Here's Darren Smith. Has Juve with him. Juve. Yamazaki jumping up into the play. Juve into the 18. And Cedeno goes down. It will be 3 minutes of stoppage time. Aguadello up. Curled in very nicely. Checo, though, unable to get on the end of it. It's been pretty entertaining last 15, 20 minutes.
It's been a great game. Chances both ways. Some really nice sequences. Some great, teams dealing with pressure and getting out. Level's been fun to watch.
Darren Smith down, grabbing at his lower back.
I think that's a striker's worst nightmare, when you're vulnerable and you take one in the tailbone like that, and it stings.
So restart coming up for City. Tantor plays it back. Cedeno with some pressure.
There they go.
Juve will step out to the corner. Michael Bryant wins the race to the ball. Ball comes down to Cedeno.
Great first touch.
Cedeno, his cross. He was searching for Darren Smith.
Really nice first touch there from Jesse Cedeno to put himself in a position to cross that ball in.
Here comes Juve. Juve with 3 defenders. Trying to find Cedeno. Duranda able to touch it away. Yamazaki called for the foul. Got a little handsy there. Jorge Hernandez.
Hernandez is so comfortable on the ball. He just never seems rattled, never seems rushed. Really some deft touches. Great left foot.
It's incredible, too, because when you watch him play, just what you brought up, there is a veteran-like composure, but he's 24, but he's played in over 150 USL Championship matches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a roller coaster.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah, it's impressive to have that kind of savvy and command when you're that young, and yet to have stacked that many games that early in a career. It's impressive as well.
And there is the whistle. The first 45 minutes in the books. A penalty conversion by Jorge Hernandez is the difference. And David, we were just talking about him. He's been as advertised here tonight.
Yeah, he's been the player to watch, and he delivered once. And for San Antonio, that's exactly what they needed. They got him hot now, and as a team, they're playing with a lot of confidence. Great first half for them, and the City's got work to do.
DCFC will have to find a way to slow down that man in the second 45 and manage to come up with at least one of their own to get a result here tonight. When we come back, We'll kick off halftime, brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. 1-0 San Antonio FC with the lead over DCFC. We'll be back with more USL Championship Soccer.
There's a beer in the D for me and you. From Royal Oak to Jefferson Avenue. Grab a friend and a jersey too and chant. Chant like you give a damn. Now we're talking Detroit, and Stroh's is spoken here.
Here's Smith again, the chip! Give him two! It's through two defenders! Oh, what a goal by Juve! Morris, service on the corner! And it's 1-0 City! Detroit soccer team is back in action. Feel the adrenaline, embrace the excitement, and be a part of every heart-pounding moment at historic Keyworth Stadium. Tickets available now. Summer soccer is in full swing. Feel the adrenaline, embrace the excitement, and be a part of every heart-pounding moment at historic Keyworth Stadium. Single match tickets available right now at deadcityfc.com/tickets.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Welcome back to Keyworth Stadium. 1-0, the visitors with the lead. Halftime brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. Early in the broadcast, we were talking about Kobe Hernandez-Foster and the impact that he's had on Detroit City FC. It has been undeniable. Let's learn a little more about Kobe.
It's percolating Hernandez-Foster! Incredible! Off the post and in the back of the net for Kobe Hernandez-Foster.
Hi, I'm Kobe Hernandez-Foster. I'm a midfielder from Los Angeles, California for Detroit City FC. Obviously, I was at Birmingham Legion before this. Yeah, I just wanted to move. I think after a while being there, I think I just need to be at the team that I'm playing most of the games with Danny and everything. Him having an eye on me for quite some time. He was interested in me, and honestly, I was happy. I think knowing that I had a coach who wanted me, and obviously the environment of the place, and knowing Alex and everything, like some of the guys here from playing them, I was like, I mean, it's a nice place to be, so I was very intrigued. I've known Alex since about when I was 15 years old, so he was on Seattle Sounders Academy and I was on Galaxy. Just like playing them was always like a rivalry, and yeah, we would just play versus each other, had mutuals. We went to a national team camp together also, so it makes it so much easier knowing someone else instead of just coming here and it's like, oh, you get to either live by yourself, now you're just doing things for yourself, and you don't really have someone to show you around, but having them has been much easier. I'm kind of a midfielder who loves being on the ball. I think that's just who I am. I think attacking wise, I'm just a player who likes to create, not just for myself, but for everyone else around me. I think coming into this system, it was like perfect, just knowing that I can be like a bit different from everyone on the team. So it kind of gave like the team a new perspective on how we play. And I think now having me there, it's kind of helped us in a good way, I would hope. For me, my mentality is like just going out there and doing my best. Obviously, sometimes it can be difficult, especially you see it all the time in every sport when a player gets traded over to a new team or goes to a new team, obviously mid-season too. Just going into a new team always, I think it's just giving the best you have. So me coming here, I was like, I'm just going to do what I can do for the team and hopefully we get wins.
That control by Juve. Juve curls in and bangs it in off the post. Montez Juve, are you serious with that?
Prince tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prince tires will be there for the long haul.
We don't stop chanting, we don't stop drumming,
yelling and screaming and chanting.
Back from the dead in the 90th minute!
We'll follow them wherever, pretty much. That's just the love that we have for our team.
Monday with the right foot, it's in the back of the net!
Welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium. 1-0, Detroit City FC trailing San Antonio FC. Halftime brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. Let's get you caught up with the news and notes and what's popping in and around USL Championship. And as we take a look, Terrence Murphy, former NFL Texas A&M wide receivers, joined the ownership group at Atletico Dallas. Charleston Battery in the meantime, 9 consecutive home wins. They're within 4 of the all-time USL record. That Ben Pierman guy's pretty good.
Yeah, it turns out he can manage and got a pretty good group to work with.
Absolutely. FC Tulsa in the meantime extended their club record unbeaten streak to 14. That's high in the USL Championship. They are 10 points clear in first in the West, just like everybody thought, right?
Yeah, exactly. I saw that coming.
It's incredible.
Run of form,
No,
yeah.
it is absolutely incredible, the run of form that they have had. Let's get caught up with the scoreboard around USL Championship tonight and this weekend. Speaking of Charleston Battery, they're scoreless with Rhode Island FC at the half. Lou City, 1-1 draw right now at the half with Indy 11. And, of course, Hartford Athletic with that 1-0 lead over North Carolina. Hartford Athletics kind of put it together a little bit as of late.
Yeah, they've got talent. They're figuring it out.
And Pittsburgh Riverhounds in a match that a lot of eyes here are probably looking at the USL website to keep up on the score. Pittsburgh Riverhounds with that 1-0 lead over the Tampa Bay Rowdies. So we will take our final break, come back, get you a look at the first 90 minutes of play, and first 45, and get you the rest of the second half. 1-0 San Antonio FC with the lead.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Some people are born warriors. Something drives them forward, past any obstacle, towards something bigger. Maybe they weren't born with a silver spoon, but they were born with a purpose. At Wayne State University, we take this drive and turn it into so much more, so they can become warrior strong.
Here's Smith again, the chip! Give him two! It's through two defenders! Oh, what a goal by Jew! Morris, service on the corner! And it's 1-0 City!
Adulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify, banking built for real life. No jargon, no hassle, just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more, spend smarter, build wealth? We've got your back. With zero hidden fees and game-changing savings rates, this is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
Detroit City FC is brought to you by Fago, proud to be the official pop of DCFC. Fort Pontchartrain, the official hotel partner of Detroit City FC. And Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first 40. FC seemed to come to life. That was a dangerous corner opportunity that Nemani had to touch it over top of the crossbar. Our halftime stats, Detroit City FC with the edge in shots, a 51% part of the possession. And I think 50-50 is probably a good gauge because San Antonio FC dominated the first half of the first half. DCFC dominated the second half of the first half, but in the end, San Antonio FC converted their opportunity.
Yep, yeah, that's the big difference maker. A goal changes everything, but City definitely responded well and got a whole half to make something happen.
There is a substitution for Detroit City here at the half. Stephen Carroll in for the first time in a long time. The captain is back, so certainly that is good to see. What is not good to see, Matt Sheldon has come out. So I'm not quite sure if that was a Danny Dicchio production. Was there maybe a bit of a knock? We will effort to find out, but it does feel good to see that man back out there if you're a Detroit City FC fan.
Yeah, hopefully Matt Sheldon's okay. It might have just been a tactical shift. Sometimes halftime, you don't use a window that way in terms of the substitution, and maybe City just kind of changing things up a little bit in terms of structure or approach. We'll see.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by DTE Energy. DTE recommends installing carbon monoxide detectors in your home and business today. Rolling out with one on every level of the house. Doing the DTE reads for him. It made me think about it.
That's right.
So we got it going. So thanks, DTE.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. Amu Mensah will roll it across. And there is the captain. Good to see Stephen Carroll back out there.
We were talking earlier about what a great time it is to be alive. Stephen Carroll had surgery not that long ago.
Right.
It goes to show how quickly players can recover and the advancements in medical technology.
Darren Smith lays it off, and Cedeno lets it go, but sends it wide.
It's a promising start for City, and nice little build up there.
67 degrees here to start the second half. Very little, if any, wind and a beautiful sunset here at Keyworth, as they all usually are. Got that pink in the sky on a Labor Day weekend.
Such a nice place to play, such a great environment tonight. Great atmosphere as always.
Couple of days off for most in attendance. The grills will be fired up all across America. Beverages will be consumed. It's going to be a great weekend here in the Detroit area. Low 70s, no threat of rain. Colby Hernandez Foster. Rolls it out, Amu Mensah has Villanueva. Lays it off, boy, beautiful overlap, Villanueva. Villanueva makes a run. Amu Mensah will go the other way. Threads it through, Ryan Williams.
Really nice passage of play here for City, keeping the ball, probing.
Good job up top. Juan Agudelo turned DCFC negative. Beautiful ball, but the flag is up. I suspected out of the corner of my eye.
That was arrowed to the chest of Haruki.
Yes,
Yamazaki.
it was.
Great ball from Stephen
I like
Carroll.
that term. I'm going to use that.
Do it.
And not give you any credit. I'm gonna make it sound like I just came up with it on my own. Hey, that's the way it works when you work with me.
I think I heard it from somewhere else too. So that's
you sign the disclaimer.
Yep.
You know.
Pay it forward.
Dello, bit of a misfire, but we'll find a white kit.
Maybe just think of me.
I will. I'll give you that. I'll think of you.
Perfect.
Pretty sharp row kits here for San Antonio FC.
Yeah.
Bill tosses it in. Throw tucked in the corner for Detroit City. Villanueva will give way to Amu Mensah.
I think if you're San Antonio, you want as many of these situations as you can get in the second half. Just pinning Detroit City in, making it hard to get out, making the game a little ugly and choppy and break the rhythm.
Yamazaki was out on that wing and had a lot of green. The pass couldn't connect. Hernandez being worked over by Ryan Williams.
Referee signaling a little bit of a grab on the shoulder, maybe that made the difference there. Otherwise, here we go.
Oh, and Atez Juf came flying across, and this will be a booking.
Be careful there.
And that is, if you're a player, that's the worst of both worlds.
Yeah.
You get the booking and you get the
Charlie horse.
the wrong end of it.
Yep. Yeah, it was a great tactical foul to stop a very promising run from Atez Juf, but yeah, you're right. He had to suffer for that one for sure.
Nice to sway the guilty party, and he got the worst end of it, and he got the booking. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Alumnify, smart banking, fearless football, one winning team. Alumnify, proud partner of Detroit City FC. And of course, all bookings brought to you by the Save Out Law Firm. I guess that is your soccer version of legal issues in the match.
Yeah, great connection.
Hernandez Foster, Ryan Williams, the usual duo, standing over a restart.
Yeah, these two give such a great, option for City. Both really adept at playing a swerving ball in.
Hernandez Foster brings it in. Couldn't do what he wanted to do, but City will get a throw. Stephen Carroll will track back.
Nice little exchange there on the throw, and that was clever.
Hernandez Foster. Ball settled down and cleared out. Zaki find Michael Bryant. A good aggressive turn by Bryant. Goes through a couple of defenders. Darren Smith on the wing. Smith tried to cross it, looking for Joof. Ball flicked in. Joof flies back. It comes loose, and that shot's just wide of the post. I believe that was Cedeno.
The left foot, yeah. Great sequence there for City. Really nice run and a kind of a clever pass from Michael Bryant to spring Darren Smith on the right there. And a good little half chance there in the box.
Throw along the far touchline. Zaki goes down, but then gets it back. Lost it again, then got it back again. And ultimately, San Antonio FC clears it over the line.
City really doing everything they can to get another chance. I think at this point in the game, if they can sustain some pressure, they'll have a reason to believe, and they'd love to level this thing quickly.
Ball driven in. Yamazaki goes and gets it again. Boy, what great work.
He's been...
He works his way through, and he got a whistle.
He's been a nuisance the last couple of minutes.
He absolutely has. If you're a young player watching this match tonight, if you can again go back and watch this sequence from that man, Haruki Yamazaki. David, you and I were talking, you're a coach at a high level. In this game, guys, if you lose the ball, go get it back.
Yeah, you're probably the closest one to do something about it.
Go get it back.
Just if you have that instinct that he showed there, you're like, just work for it.
And then if you lose it again, go get it back again.
Do it again.
And
just keep doing it till you draw a foul at the top of the box.
And there it is. Like, that is it. If you're a young player watching, that's the mentality you got to have.
Yeah. And in a game like this, I think those little bits of extra effort they add up so significantly when all is said and done. And City's going to get some kind of a chance out of this. And that doesn't happen if he's not so persistent.
Ryan Williams more than capable.
Yeah, this might be his territory here. He puts a ton of shape on the ball and almost too close for him to get it up and down, but I think he'll take it. He's gonna have a go.
Wide wall.
Or maybe one of those left footers on the other side of it, I guess. See what happens here.
Villanueva's there. Kobe Hernandez Foster. I think you're right there. It seems to be more gaps on that left side. So you could see Kobe Hernandez Foster stepping into this one. Let's see. Here we go. The run up, and that ball sent over top of the bar. Kobe Hernandez Foster sent it over top. Couldn't quite get that snap on it.
It's tough. I really do think it was almost too close, with the ball there.
Wave up.
Oh, yeah, that was.
And beg your pardon, then Villanueva stepped into that one. Just couldn't get the snap on it.
Yeah. I like the technique he used there, that like inside of the foot, didn't quite get up and down like you hope, but it's a promising moment for them. They'll try and build off it.
Hernandez Foster again. Boy, that ball checks up for Joof, and he's out in space. Joof into the 18. Joof turn, shot, block, stepping up, right foot blast, redirected over top of the bar, off the foot of Yamazaki. Detroit City FC buzzing here in the second half, and a quick restart, but Jorge Hernandez dropped to the ground inside the 18.
Two great shot blocks from the San Antonio defense there. Here's Altez cutting in. You see his ability to separate. Great strike. Great strike. Two good hits, two good blocks, and you see the San Antonio reaction there. They're feeling good. Those are moments to celebrate for them in a half where they know they're going to defend a decent amount.
Corner kick brought to you by the Spot Massage Therapy. Corner played short. Villanueva will roll it back out. Yamazaki. Ball sent into the 18. Ryan Williams has it. Williams will chip it. Boy, it hopped up just a little higher, I think, than he wanted to, because you could tell he had that right foot loaded. He was ready to go.
The ball gave him a little bit of a change up on the bounce, but yeah, that's another promising moment for City. They're building towards something here. They're gaining confidence. They're gaining ground.
You could tell Ryan Williams, he had been waiting on that. He's wanted an opportunity, I think, all night, just to let that cannon go.
Yep. Great pressure there from Altez Joof, but maybe a foul called. Not sure which way we'll go. I think both players on the ground.
Let's see what we have. Maybe it's going to be Joof.
I think so. I think he came in, not studs up, but maybe landed on his foot as he played it.
Bill was over there.
Yeah.
I think that's, looking at the Fago replay, I think that's going to be the outcome.
Yeah.
But I am not a licensed referee at this level, so.
Seems like the.
If you want to play U12, I got you.
Yes. That's your strong. There's your sweet spot. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't think there's any harm intended there from Altez Joof.
No.
So I think the ref's just going to give a San Antonio free kick coming out of that side.
Mr. David Dwayhe diagnosed it spot on. We push towards the 60th minute. Detroit City FC, definitely the aggressor here in the second half.
It's been a great game. Really exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in the next 32 minutes here.
Mensa pays the price, and that ball bounces free to Cedeno.
Good ball.
Tries to find Darren Smith. And Smith couldn't quite corral it. Captain Stephen Carroll came on as a sub for the first time in a long time. Good to see Stephen Carroll out there.
He alluded earlier to the tough stretch of July that City had to deal with, and so much of that, I think, was a pretty unrelenting away trip. Part of their season, you know, they were rarely playing at home in some tough road games, but I think just as significant was the absence of Stephen Carroll.
I'll say this too, he grew out the hair.
Yeah,
he's got some Darren Smith level model hair going right now.
Well done, Stephen.
Altez Joof on the wing, pokes it through. Driven in, cleared out rather easily.
You wonder, the game's kind of settling into that rhythm now where the ball gets knocked back to City and they attack, and San Antonio knocks it back to City and they attack, and you wonder if that's going to remain the case for the last 30 and San Antonio be happy to bunker in, or if they're going to pick their moments to pressure like they did in that first phase of the game, which was so effective for them.
The availables left for Detroit City: Shane Wheat, Jay Chapman, Raijo, Cavallo Bede, Jordan Anabayo Smith. And some anxious moments for a second. Amani sends it skyward. Boy, Devin Amumensa is just getting in the mix.
So good in the air, it's crazy.
Darren Smith lays it off. Cedeno touches it. Juve. Left foot shot blocked off the foot of Kobe Hernandez Foster. Bryant pinches and gets it.
That's what City wants. When they lose it, they want to win it right back, keep it in their half. Very well done by Michael Bryant.
That's a good call by you, partner, though. This has been the second half arc. City control, opportunity, clear out, repeat. Try to catch something on a counter, perhaps, from San Antonio FC. That's the game plan. They're trying to hold down this 1-0 lead that they've had since the 21st minute on a Jorge Hernandez penalty conversion. We are over an hour in. Extra special hello to those of you listening on Sirius XM FC. Neil Rule, David DeWahey here with you. Wherever you are driving around America, taking in USL Championship soccer. That ball is touched just wide of the right post. That opportunity came out of nowhere. Juan Aguadello was over, and he nearly made a very tall hill a mountain for Detroit City.
Yeah, kind of like you said, something from nothing, kind of a weird high bouncing ball that the City backline struggled a little bit to deal with, and that thing was almost, that would have been tough. That would have been a tough hill to climb for City for sure.
Restart coming up now for DCFC. Amumensa. Devin Amumensa has paid the price physically here tonight in some of the battles he's been in. Montez Juve has drawn 2 defenders, doesn't care, he's keeping it. Ryan Williams, will he jump up into the space? He does, he lets it go, and it's blocked down. How about that work?
That's impressive, Devin.
Beautifully done through the midfield. Yamazaki lets it go. That was blocked. And a handball will be called just outside of the 18.
Good things are happening here.
This was basically, this portion of the broadcast brought to you by the Seva Law Firm. This is basically the scenario that played itself out that gave San Antonio FC the lead. This handball, however, a step outside the 18 on the Fago replay.
Good call. Hit his cast.
Yes, it did. Landry Walker, the 16-year-old USL Academy contract signee.
Doctor's not going to like that.
No. And this actually, David, is one of those tough spots because you're so close to the 18. It almost takes bending it under the crossbar out of play.
Yeah, you kind of got to go around rather than over. It's too tight. The last one was on the fringe. This is definitely a different kind of free kick, a different kind of technique that players will draw upon.
That 18-yard box, this ball is approximately 19.5 yards away from the goal.
Yeah, this one's close.
Just to the right side of the D.
It's been done, though. Seen players score from here. And San Antonio will take this very seriously.
I'm guessing this will be the Ryan Williams attempt. He's been itching for it.
He wants this one.
He's got the look like he's going to do it. He's going to take it. Here we go. No, the other way! And we are level! Bangers only!
Kobe, take a bow.
Kobe Hernandez Foster, a rocket, and we are level at 1.
What a strike. What a finish. Beautiful curling ball. That's unsavable. I mean, a lot like the penalty. Same part of the net. Driven, curled. That's just a quality free kick at a key moment in the match for City. We'll take it.
Has this guy made any difference since he showed up at the scene here at Keyworth?
Quite an impact, and it's weird to see it coming from a set piece because I think his influence has largely been the way they're able to play with a defensive midfielder that gets the ball as much as he does, but I'm sure he'll take it. You know, he'll take a goal off a free kick, no doubt.
Montez Juf again shot out of a cannon with the pressure. Keyworth Stadium's buzzing right now. The smoke pouring out of the Northern Guard section.
Grab your popcorn, people.
Now San Antonio FC back to the pressure.
Yeah, now they'll probably change strategy a bit and see if they can't sneak something. I think we're in for a treat here.
All rolled up. Jorge Hernandez undercooks the pass, and here comes Atez Juf in some space.
Great ball. Great run from Jesse Cedeno.
Cedeno has it. He has a runner on the right side. Mizaki will send that one in. And that is flicked over the line.
Great ball in from Haruki Yamazaki. Atez Juf first to it. It's well done. Good wide ball from Jesse Cedeno. Great first time cross, and he beat his man to it. That's just a tough one to knock down.
Oh, in the crowd is just going crazy here at Keyworth. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Strategic Staffing Solutions. Neil Rule, David Dwahey here with you. It's all on the line at Keyworth now. And a foul will go against DCFC.
Player down for San Antonio. Might see a change here.
Harvey Neville is the one. Juan Aguadello will be one of the ones coming out.
He put in a good shift tonight, and he was dangerous.
He absolutely did. He absolutely was. Almir Soto comes in. Reese Buckmaster comes in. Santiago Patino will come in as well. Isaiah LaFleur will come into the match for DCFC. Very new addition.
Yeah, making his debut. Just registered this week. Left back / wing back type player on the left side. City fans curious to see what he'll bring to the table.
On loan from Philadelphia Union, a product of the Sporting Kansas City Academy. Just 22 years old. We cross in to the 71st minute, and things got real in a hurry here at Keyworth.
Yeah.
Incredible moment of quality. LaFleur will be delayed in coming in. Played up towards the middle. Here's Atez Juf.
Wow.
And he throws it into gear quickly. taking on a couple defenders, and that ball cleared away. Will it make it over the line? It will not. Boy, great play by Daniel Nemani.
Really appreciate the explosiveness and pace of Atez Diouf, because he had to dribble that thing. He had 3 guys running him down, and he still got there first and kept the ball long enough to take a few touches. That's really impressive.
And Hernandez will be hit with that whistle. Stephen Carroll put to the turf. Quick restart, a little too quick. Will be Hernandez Foster, the equalizer, on a set piece about a yard outside the box. And he just sent an absolute banger into the corner. Cedeno.
We're going to get a foul
He's
here.
taken down. This could be a booking.
Yeah.
And it will be. And all the momentum is on the side of Detroit City FC. And I think with what we just saw from Kobe Hernandez Foster, you don't want to keep going to this well if you're San Antonio FC.
This is a spot that City have had some success from, and yeah, you don't want to be giving up so many fouls this close to your goal. Easier said than done, especially when City are putting on the pressure, but definitely, like you said, a well you don't want to go back to.
I wonder who's going to be standing over these for Detroit City. Maybe Kobe Hernandez Foster and maybe Ryan Williams.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, they might mix it up, but probably not. This duo seems to be working out well for them. Wonder, from this distance, you wonder, will we see a shot or one of those driven dip balls that's going to make it very difficult to defend if it's in the right area and if you got City players crashing in.
Let's see. Will it be Kobe? Will it be Ryan Williams?
Got some guys waiting to get on the end of this. Stephen Carroll, Devin Amu-Mensah, Michael Bryant. They like this situation.
Kobe Hernandez Foster drives it, and the stop is made by Nemani.
What a save. He went for it.
He absolutely did. Tried to sneak it in that near post along the turf.
Great save from the goalkeeper.
Fago replay.
Get that one up and down. That's a tough save to make. You got to get over and low, and he tested him.
Daniel Nemani right now is probably saying, all right, enough.
Yeah. Go to the other side of the field, guys.
And that's a takeaway. And the cross goes in.
Good way to announce yourself to the game. Isaiah Lafleur.
Yeah, Lafleur. He comes in.
Good energy, great read.
He was never not going to get that ball.
No. And seems to be very much in the mold of Alex Villanueva, that left-footed wing back, getting high up, pressuring, getting early service in.
Michael Bryant flicks it back, and there's the captain. Saldana will drive it. Mensah. Once again, steady as always. Ball sent out to the wing, just out of the reach. Yamazaki, who's been very, very good here this evening.
And active as ever. He's incredible how much he gets up and down. Carlos Saldana almost picked him out there.
Back over the line again. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big lead, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. 76th minute. We are level at 1. Penalty conversion in the 21st minute. Jorge Hernandez for San Antonio FC. Kobe Hernandez-Foster returned the favor here in the second half on a free kick just a yard outside the 18 line. Montez Juve couldn't clear it. That ball's headed down. It's into the mixing bowl. Stephen Carroll clears it out. Here's Juve with some runners. Sends it up ahead. Kobe Hernandez-Foster drives it across. Jesse El Cedeno flying down the pitch. Cedeno to the corner. And he will win a corner, I believe. This corner comes you courtesy of the Spot Massage Therapy. Quick corner sent in. A little too quick for Kobe Hernandez-Foster.
Wasn't quite paying it. They were having a conversation, and a quick restart from Jesse El Cedeno.
City will get a throw. Match has gotten a little more choppy with stoppages over the last few. Ball in for Darren Smith. He's on the end of it. Smith tried to lay it off, and that will trickle across the line. And now we're getting some extracurriculars. And Yamazaki squaring up. He took exception.
Yeah, here's that corner kick sequence. Jesse El Cedeno wins it. Gets the gets the ball right away, or fairly quickly. Notices the other team isn't paying attention. Played a quick one to Kobe, but Kobe
wasn't either. No.
Everyone was thinking something different at that point. Funny little sequence there.
Momentum wins it again. The floor along the line. Quality effort. Montez Juve. LaFleur. 3 defenders. Wins a throw and a foul.
I think he got a little nibble there, and that was really well done by Isaiah LaFleur because he had a lot of guys around him and kept it close, but he was dangerous with his touches and drew a very good foul there.
Very confident. With 3 defenders as we check out the Fago replay. Is this any good right here?
Touch, touch, touch. Got a little clip there, and we'll take it. These set pieces have been dangerous.
Ryan Williams, Kobe Hernandez-Foster.
Ryan's just claimed this one.
Yeah, yes, he has.
Like, let's not even pretend. I'm just going to whip this thing in with my right.
Momensa's up there on the line. So is Darren Smith. Ryan Williams drives it in. It bounces around. Williams gets it back. Williams tried to curl it with the left foot that time. We'll get a throw. Ryan Williams stepped through to head it down. Amumensa tracks back. And that will be off Kobe. San Antonio FC pinned into their corner with this throw. Amumensa wins that one. And it comes free to Ryan Williams. LaFleur, his cross. Momensa tried to touch it over to Kobe Hernandez-Foster. Point Ryan Williams tracks in.
It's a good track. Ref's got a good eye on that.
Danny Dicchio saying, I don't know if I agree with that.
Yep. Respectfully, no doubt.
Respectfully, but insistently.
He'll let his feelings be known on the subject.
Buckmaster tosses it in. Momensa heads that one down. Great run by Patino.
Well defended by Stevie Carroll.
But a corner coming up for San Antonio FC. And we've been around the game of soccer a long time. But you haven't had any of the possession for about 35 minutes. But you get that set piece. You know where I'm going with that.
Yeah,
it's dangerous.
Big. It is. The novelty of the opportunity tends to produce more than not, and City are going to have to be on high alert here. Make sure they get out of trouble.
Canadian National going down the tracks behind the DCFC goal. Corner whipped in. Yamazaki played out. Yamazaki out to defend. That ball driven in, finds its mark. Headed across. Headed away.
Ooh. Wow. I think Haruki Yamazaki's clearance found the head of the San Antonio player there.
And the athletic training staff will make their way out to the pitch, and Jorge Hernandez is down. And you know it's legit because the DCFC players are over there too, checking on him.
You never want to see that. That was a freakish. Yamazaki clears it into it. Wow.
Right. That's wrong place, wrong time stuff. That 100 times out of 100 will draw an immediate whistle, immediate stoppage.
Got to prioritize the head injuries.
83rd minute. What a good match here tonight.
Great match. It's had a little bit of everything. Two really well taken set piece goals. Some great back and forth, some really good soccer. Fairly clean, hard fought game. It's a delight for the fans.
Those of you watching nationwide on ESPN Plus, CBS Detroit, here in Michigan. If you're listening on Sirius XM FC, driving around the nation, we've had a good one. It's been a lot of fun to bring it to you. Saldana will put it back in play. Detroit City FC has been buzzing here in the second half. Total domination in possession. They've leveled the match. They're looking for one more. Mensa turns that one over. Here comes a chance, and Amu Mensa atones. And he sends it the other way.
Great ball out.
And Cedeno will look to turn. Reserves coming for San Antonio FC defensively. Cedeno crosses over. Cedeno lets it go. That's redirected right towards Nemani. Will make the grab and drop to the turf.
It's well done by Jessiel Cedeno.
He's been good.
Yeah, and he's always so dangerous no matter where he finds the ball, but I think he especially likes it getting on that right side so he can cut onto his preferred left foot. Were it not for another good shot block there, I think we might have seen a shot that would have really tested the keeper. Lost track of the number of times San Antonio blocked a shot tonight.
Here's Cedeno again on that right side. Jay Chapman will come in at the next opportunity. Kobe Hernandez Foster. Atez Juf. Juf a bit heavy on the touch, gets it back. LaFleur, his cross. City faithful wanted a handball in the box. They will not get it.
Based on the reaction of the San Antonio player there, you wonder if it caught him in the. I think he took it in the head.
That ball sent up. There will be a whistle and a stoppage. And the athletic training staff will come out, but in the meantime, Jay Chapman will come into the match. Jessiel Cedeno will come out, and he should get a nice hand from the Detroit City faithful.
Great game from him tonight.
And from the Canadian national train that's just behind the goal. Give a pull of the horn in appreciation of Cedeno's efforts.
They watched enough to know.
They know.
They know. Game recognizes game.
We caught that one time. The conductor, you could see the game was on his phone. He knew.
He's like, I've seen enough of this tonight.
Really like this move here by Danny Dicchio, though.
Yep.
In a game that commands moments of quality. Jay Chapman has a lot of quality. And here in the 87th minute, he can lay it all out there on the line.
He can, and he adds some freshness in an attacking position and a lot of savvy. See if he can kind of unlock things a little bit.
Chapman out there. Juve. Darren Smith. Keep an eye on that right side. Cedeno had a lot of success. Unforced error there from Detroit City. And Reese Buckmaster will take his time before he puts it back in play.
Yeah.
And then this kind of shows you the level of the second half here as far as Detroit City FC's and what they've been able to do. Substitution. Nicky Hernandez comes in.
Yeah, I think City have done enough to kind of earn that right to, you know, for San Antonio to be happy with taking an extra second on throw-ins and set pieces and catching their breath.
Landry Walker comes out very impressed with that 16-year-old USL Academy contract product. Was the youngest player ever to play for San Antonio FC. Got in a match last year at 15.
Wow. Great showing tonight. He was
composed.
Every bit the part. Yep. Unfazed by the environment.
Mensa.
Winning a header.
Yes, he did. Michael Bryant. Floor.
The floor has been right on the ball. Fun to see him get it, even with pressure on him. He's confident with it.
Buckmaster again, very deliberate. Kobe Hernandez Foster flick to the head with two hands in the back. Drew the whistle. Went against Soto. He did not like it. San Antonio FC, though, David, again, they're sneaking some pressure in there right now.
Yeah. Ooh, what a ball from Jay Chapman.
Oh, beautifully done by Chapman. Darren Smith couldn't quite control it.
Well done, Ryan Williams. Very
Into
well
space. LaFleur has Juve. Finds Juve. Here we go on the wing. Juve steps into the 18. This time couldn't keep it. LaFleur again. LaFleur.
He's in.
Strong with it. LaFleur's cross is played away, and a corner coming up for Detroit City in the 90th minute. Corner kick brought to you by the Spot Massage Therapy.
City have done really well to neutralize those would-be moments of counterattack for San Antonio, and they're turning them into chances on the other end. They've done a lot of things right in this last stretch of the game. If they get one here, they deserve it.
Huge moment in this match. The mixing bowl taking shape. Corner swung in, and it's punched away nicely by Namani.
Well done by the keeper there. Leave no doubt.
Quick toss in.
What a ball.
Beautiful ball sent in. Here's Darren Smith. Smith settles it down and closing and eliminating the threat. Very nicely done. Who else? The veteran, Mitchell Tainter. Big time play by a big time player.
San Antonio have stood tall defensively. Some great block shots, some great block crosses. They're not going to give anything up easy, that's for sure.
Another corner coming up. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Corner whipped in. Knocked down. Cleared out. Could this be a counter? No. Ryan Williams steps up and takes it away. Right side attack for City. Juve turns.
It's a tough ball to hit.
I don't know if he misfired or if that was knocked down. Stephen Carroll heads it up. Carroll flying around the pitch in his first action in a long time.
Great pressure from Stephen Carroll there.
LaFleur will be called for the foul. And he had a word from Nicky Hernandez. And now, emotion spilling over. Jay Chapman's not having it. Stephen Carroll's not having it. And now, you have players from the Detroit City bench. Is that Cedeno that came in? You have a dive from San Antonio FC. That was Suehi. And Danny Dicchio comes over. And the crowd making their feelings known. There's the Fago replay. Everything was by the books. The foul called on the floor. The floor didn't like it. Didn't like the call.
Ref did well to get in there and stop it, but somehow it still escalated. And
Omar came over. And here's where business really picked up. I think you'll see here on the side is that Cedeno, I think, that got involved from the bench.
Yeah, he was trying to break things up, but did get engaged with the San Antonio player who I think kind of reacted to the contact. And let's see what the referee does here. Maybe a yellow. Certainly didn't seem like a red card type offense.
This is something too, and there will be a yellow to LaFleur. And a yellow issued to Mohamed Omar too. So the involved parties both pick up a yellow. Yellow cards brought to you by the Seva Law Firm. Cedeno will get a yellow, and we'll play soccer. The problem for Detroit City right now, and David, I talk about this a lot, all this time that's taking out there right now, you never get that time back fully.
And this was a phase of the game where you wanted to push for a goal. You had some good momentum, and Stevie Carroll pressuring that ball was evidence of that. Everyone was kind of on the front foot, and this definitely breaks that momentum a bit, but you wonder if they'll add some additional minutes. The train thinks they should add a few more minutes because it's been such a good game. Let's see more of it.
Norfolk Southern rolling by. But the crowd here at City, man, about 7,000 on a Labor Day weekend. When the Norfolk Southern rolls by, they love it.
They love it.
Yep.
Everyone loves a train.
It is true. So we'll see how this impacts stoppage time. We're going on, what, about 3 minutes?
Yeah, I feel like we had just gotten into it when that altercation happened, and here we go. Let's see how this thing plays out. Danny Dicchio talking to the fourth official, sorting that out, seeing how much time they have left.
Great job by the Detroit City FC security team down there just to make sure that nothing escalated. Limani drives it up towards the 18. Now Momensa plays it out. That went right to Nicky Hernandez.
Wow.
And there will be another foul. Jay Chapman just wants the ball. And a yellow card for time wasting will be issued. And now Chapman mixed up with Nicky Hernandez again. Boy, and players leaving the bench for San Antonio FC. LaFleur wants a yellow card issue. I couldn't quite see who it was that left the bench for San Antonio FC. Christian Little, the first assistant referee, had popped out onto the pitch to keep the peace, but then the fourth official, Jeremiah Jemison, came over, and the yellow will be issued to the bench.
Like you said, this is kind of like not what you want if you're City. You know, at this point, you want to get a little bit of rhythm in the last 6 minutes, and San Antonio happy to interrupt that rhythm, try and increase the likelihood that this result holds up.
Jay Chapman, the former Michigan State Spartan, was a first-team All-American. Over 110 MLS matches played for Toronto FC, Inter Miami. Played for the Canadian national team. He's done it all at every level.
He's been in games like this.
Yes, he has. So be curious to see how far we let this roll. We should have, by rough estimates, another 4 minutes at minimum of play. The ball flicked over. And the floor couldn't catch up to it, but does get a throw. Mensah creeps over. LaFleur with some high quality, and he's taken down, and a foul is called. So City, and this will be another booking.
San Antonio have been masterful in spreading out the yellow cards. Every time one goes up, I'm wondering if it's someone's second, but they've done a good job keeping 11 players on the field.
Take a look at our Fago replay. Well, there's been more yellow cards here than an Uno deck in this last couple minutes.
Well played, Neil. Great game, Uno, by the way.
Absolutely. The skip, the reverse, and the draw, too, have all been played. Kobe, Hernandez, Foster, Ryan Williams. Been some magic. These set pieces from Detroit City. Do they have one more left? Kobe.
What a ball.
Service. In. Cleared away. Stephen Carroll couldn't quite settle it down. We were scheduled for 6 minutes of stoppage time. We've only probably played about 3. And so we will continue to have the clock roll. San Antonio FC taking their time to throw this one in. Mensah tracks back. And this will be a throw for City.
Ooh.
And now some more extracurriculars.
I think Devin Mensah got tangled up with Hernandez there, and it looked like Hernandez kind of came in with
yellow.
a cleat or something, some flailing limb maybe. Devin Mensah went down right away. We've given the ref a lot to deal with in this last 10 minutes.
No doubt. Fago replay. I didn't see what happened because the ball was deflected and
might have flailed
Jorge Hernandez. He's usually been in the middle of a lot of it.
Yeah.
Here today. He's got the goal for San Antonio FC.
Here we go.
And there is the final whistle. So we will end in a 1-1 draw. A very entertaining match here at Keyworth Stadium.
Great
and
match.
Right now we're having a bit of a convergence out there on the pitch, and Danny Dicchio in the mix, and now some pushing and shoving. Danny Dicchio was in the middle of it. And the Detroit City players aren't having that. Carlos Saldana with some words. And Mitchell Taintor's over there jawing with Michael Bryant. Security's out there on the pitch. And I think there's some more yellow cards being issued. There is. Patino will get one. But as far as this match is concerned, it's merely window dressing at this point. And another yellow issued. So they seem to have everything kind of contained for now. So we'll do this. We'll take the break, come back, get everything sorted out. 1-1, the final score. Detroit City FC, San Antonio FC. We'll be back to wrap this up. This is USL Championship Soccer.
Detroit soccer team is back in action. Feel the adrenaline, embrace the excitement, and be a part of every heart-pounding moment at historic Keyworth Stadium. Tickets available now. Summer soccer is in full swing. Feel the adrenaline, embrace the excitement, and be a part of every heart-pounding moment at historic Keyworth Stadium. Single match tickets available right now at deadcityfc.com/tickets.
Adulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify, banking built for real life. No jargon, no hassle, just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more, spend smarter, build wealth? We've got your back. With zero hidden fees and game-changing savings rates, this is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
A wild one here at Keyworth ends in a 1-1 draw. Detroit City FC, San Antonio FC, and you see the remnants. A highly charged affair here tonight, no doubt about that. Let's take a look at the highlights from this one. And it was the roadside getting on the board first. Off the set piece, the handball called. Juan Aguadella with the side volley. Atez Juf came out. Ball went off his hand. Bit of an unlucky break there for Detroit City FC. Jorge Hernandez, after everything was sorted out, would be on the spot. And Jorge Hernandez would deliver to give San Antonio FC the 1-0 lead with a high-quality conversion. Carlos Saldana guessed correctly, but just too much pace on it, not a ton he could do. So Detroit City FC would find themselves down going to the halftime locker room, but it did not last for long. Kobe Hernandez Foster. Bangers only, David.
Bangers only. What a finish. Curling ball into the top left corner where City needed one most. Perfect guy to score, given how well he's been playing.
Daniel Nemani powerless to stop that one. An absolute bullet there for Kobe Hernandez Foster. And you look at these numbers, and this is indicative of how this second half, fairly even first half, but in the second half, it was all Detroit City. They were able to get the goal to level this one, but 17 shots, they conceded just one shot on target, 57% of the possession, 6 corners as well, 6 yellow cards for San Antonio FC in a highly charged environment. But all in all, David, a very entertaining soccer match.
Yeah, really enjoyable. Two teams that have a lot at stake, that are playing at a really high level, and you know, the game's going to get a bit charged, but what a treat of a game we just saw there. Some really, really great moments.
And of course, our shot of the match is presented by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Well, that will do it from here at Keyworth. For our producer, John Safaro, and my broadcast partner, David Wade. Great job tonight, David, by the way. A lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Thanks,
here.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
With you tonight. My name is Neil Rule, reminding you one final time, Detroit City FC 1, San Antonio FC 1. Have a great Labor Day weekend and a great Saturday night, everybody. Thanks for watching and listening. Well, see you later.
Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.